So at first my intentions were to revisit a build I made long ago, one that utilized two talents for very nice damage fusion, Obliterate and Strained. Both talents have went through so many changes throughout the life cycle of Division 2, especially Strained. And I mean that by how it was the staple talent used with the infamous Berserk Clutch super meta build. By the way, that build did have a counter, it's just that it was so desirable that everybody wanted to get their hands on it. But what people didn't realize is that the build had so much health and very little armor. It was designed to bait you in to think that they were going to die, but to your demise, that wasn't the case. But in order to counter it, all you had to do was make either a rifle build or assault rifle build, preferably that, and make it cater to health damage. Also play at a distance and you were golden because they mainly used SMGs, so they needed to be close range. Anyways, I'm really getting off topic. The whole point of this was to say that right now, with all the changes in the game since then, that Obliterate Strain combo may not be as viable as it was. So I stumbled across this right here, an SMG I've been wanting to make a build with but never did. It's called the 𝐇𝐞𝐫 UMP, like the AK of SMGs, and hits like a truck. Most players consider this weapon bad because it has an extremely low rate of fire, 600 RPMs, but look at the damage. It's really high, and I'm pretty much maxed out in the crit category. But traditionally, when it comes to slow firing weapons, the idea is that they compensate for that with damage, and this 𝐇𝐞𝐫 UMP does not disappoint. It's just a great weapon and build to run in heroic difficulty that you'll have no problems with. It shreds armor, literally, and health. The health not as fast as an assault rifle, but that's cool. SMGs are a different beast and excel in the crit category more than anything, so invest in that. And for the life of me, I could not get a 𝐇𝐞𝐫 UMP with damage to targets out of cover because I wanted to make a setup with measured, and measured theoretically would be insane with this weapon. Theoretically, I say. First of all, it speeds up the fire rate on a weapon that already hits hard, which means that because it speeds up, the damage decreases, but it compensates for that damage because of how hard the UMP hits. Then on the second half of the magazine, the fire rate slows down and it hits even harder than it did initially. You'd think that's the way to go, but unfortunately it was pretty underwhelming when I tested it, and it didn't perform better than this. Even though I didn't have damage to targets out of cover, it didn't really motivate me to go that route. So at the end of the day, this is what I decided to do with the final build setup. Since SMGs already come with the crit chance you need, there's no point in investing in much at all. So I made sure to get the best crit damage brand values and a little bit of weapon damage. Then the standard damage to armor and targets out of cover damage with foxes and contractors. For the talents, I've done some testing and flatline is just too strong with spotter right now. It's the best in slot and hard not to use. I can't really justify using something else over this, honestly. Here are the stats and tell me what you think. And I don't know, y'all. I mean, I know I've been doing these short videos. I don't know what to call it. I'm testing things out. I mean, Division 2 has been out for a long time. And during this time, I've been trying to upload videos and see how they work out based on different styles and just finding different ways to make videos. And that's until something new comes out. I know you've been wanting my traditional builds and how I do things. Trust me, they're in the works. I'm in the lab. And it's just that there's so many rehashed builds right now, so many builds that are the same. And so I don't want to make builds like that. I want to make them fresh and new for you. And so I'm waiting for the new patch when they come out with the new gear and weapons, and then I'll have some fresh new builds for you. So I don't know what to call this. Maybe it's a mini build. And I kind of feel like I'm doing you a disservice by uploading a build this way, but we're going to get back to normal soon. But here are the stats for it, and you can see how much the crit damage is. Also the crit chance. And finally, I have a question for y'all. What difficulty do you prefer playing most? Normal, hard, heroic, or legendary? Also, what difficulty would you like to see me play when I make builds or just some raw gameplay videos? Comment below. I really appreciate you stopping through, fam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Be right out.